It's the Rams home opener at the Dome. Bluefield opens up their home slate with a WVU Tech Golden Bears on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Well, everybody, Bailey Engel here. Glad to have you with us here at the Dome in Bluefield, Virginia, to open up a big home slate for the Bluefield College Rams as they take on that team from Beckley, the West Virginia Tech Golden Bears, here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield already 1-0 on the year, taking on a 3-0 win against Fisk College, while WVU Tech went to Indiana for 4 games and came off of a 3-set sweep against the St. Francis University. Now we look at the Rams, a couple of new faces for Bluefield College this year. You remember last year, Ellen Johnson as well as Lexi Austin and Lexi McCarskey, they were players to look out for on the outside of the net, but now Bluefield has a few new faces. Look at players like Kaylee Barker that did not get to play last year, the junior from Princeton, West Virginia. And then Hannah McElroy, also an outside hitter for Bluefield. Serving the ball over Paige Fisher, and we are underway. Locked at the net, a whistle and a point goes to Bluefield. So this team from West Virginia Tech just taking a half-hour drive coming from Beckley, West Virginia, usually, or started out in Montgomery, West Virginia, as that one is slammed down by Carolina Bologna. Now on the serve for West Virginia Tech, it'll be Konstantina Patelli, the setter from Athens, Greece. McCroskey up on the left side, and a point for Bluefield. Anna McElroy, the freshman from Hickory, North Carolina. You have to watch out for her starting out this year. Bluefield in brand new jerseys, white on the front, white on the back. Red sleeves to go along with a red and blue trim. Serving for the Rams, it's Taylor Sutherland, and a service error makes it 2-2. Already a sub. Exiting the court, Caitlin Bird for West Virginia Tech. Head coach Anna Kowalska. McCroskey over to Kendrick, another returner for Bluefield. Have to look out for that combination as well. Katie Kendrick played last year for Bluefield, coming from Kentucky, and then Camry McCroskey, one of the better setters in Bluefield history, if not the best setter. Last year was named the Rams Female Athlete of the Year. Subbed in for Bluefield, Kaylee Barker. Set, spike, down the line, point West Virginia Tech. Knotted up 3-3. Buddy Gallimore in his 4th season as the head coach of the Bluefield College Rams women's volleyball team. Also coached the men's team for 1 season. And he's joined by the men's coach on the assistant side, Ray Vance, on his first season at the helm of the assistant position. Set. Barker whiffs and blocked down. Point will go to Kaylee Kay. West Virginia takes the lead right back, 4-3. Back to serve, Carolina Bologna from Italy. Setting up Kendrick. Point Rams. Knotted up at 4-4. See a couple of football players in attendance for Bluefield. They'll have a home game on Saturday. You're going to want to tune into that as well on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams back in action at Mitchell Stadium against Kaiser University. Back here to the volleyball court, though. Spike and a block, but out of bounds. Went off of the fingertips of Bethany Mullins, another first-year player for the Rams from Bluffton, South Carolina. Back to serve, Montero. Set from McCroskey. Mullins pushes over, point Rams. Back and forth we go early on, 5-5, and right back to Camry McCroskey. So she was the female athlete of the year at the Rammies last season. Closed out the 2017 academic semester, at least in the spring. Joined by Joelle Delgado, who was the male athlete of the year for Bluefield, an All-American on the soccer team. Meanwhile, a point goes right back to West Virginia Tech at 6-5. Fisher sends it in the air. Smacked over. Onto the back line for the Golden Bears. McCroskey sets. Spike for Barker. Dug out. Solid dig there by the libero, Sawyer Hawgood, excuse me. McCroskey with a finesse move. No dunk attempt there from Bethany Mullins. Just couldn't get the ball over the net. They teed her up perfectly for him, but now a 2-point lead for West Virginia Tech. McCroskey. Barker. Over the block, point Rams. So the Rams will go on a trip to Rio Grande, Ohio right after this, up on August 31st. Have a game against Mount Vernon Nazareth. Spike. A dig out. And an error for Bluefield just off of the hands of Taylor Sutherland, a freshman from Afton, Tennessee. A lot of new faces for the Bluefield College Rams. And we talked about Ellen Johnson at the top of the broadcast. She was one of the better outside hitters Bluefield has ever had. And a good combination with Camry McCroskey, but McCroskey has to develop that chemistry with somebody new. Roll shot. Set. Tip. And the air again. Back to the middle. Error on the attack from Valentina Abandano, freshman from Columbia. Rams back within one. Serve for Fisher. Went to Auburn High School. Great finesse move there. Now that chemistry is seen on the West Virginia Tech side between Patelli as well as Bologna there. Now the European serves again. Lofted in the air towards the back line. Sutherland. Blocked. Rams couldn't do anything about it. Went right off the fingertips of Kendrick, turned around and fell right to the hard court. Largest lead of the match so far for West Virginia Tech. It's 10-7. And a swampy, warm dome here in Bluefield, Virginia. No AC. Up to the net, blocked. Good save. Fisher backwards over to Kendrick, swings. Rolled over, splitting the defense. Another solid play from Montero. Timeout called by Buddy Gallimore. We take a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. 11-7, WVU Tech leading. Now 14-8 the score. Got the audio back up for you after a slight technical difficulty. 6-point lead for WVU Tech. Now back to serve for Bluefield, Taylor Sutherland, the 5'11 freshman. It'll be interesting to see how Buddy Gallimore molds this freshman class he has with the few veterans that have rolled over from a season ago where this team went to NCCA regionals. 15-8 the score. WVU Tech starting to cruise now, up by 7. Now subbing in, going to the back line, Alice Emitrano, junior from Rome, Italy. Setting up Kendrick. What a serve over. Another set from McCroskey. Try it again with Kendrick, and she gets it done with the left hand. Rams back within 6. It's 15-9. Now to serve for the Rams, Hannah McElroy. Shot on the right side. Rams setting up Barker down the line. Good effort by the libero, all good. Over the net, Barker's into it, and the Rams are back within 5, 15-10. Another serve from McElroy. Oh, nothing but hardwood that time from Carolina Bologna. Another smooth substitution for Emily Kidd. West Virginia Tech just looks a little bit more seasoned at this point. They have a bit more chemistry developing at the net, and the Rams are making a few mistakes. And a point will go to the Rams. Now it's 16-11. Another chance for Katie Kendrick. Now in her sophomore season. Lobbed over. And the Rams just had to turn around. Had nowhere to go with that one. Bethany Mullins out of position. 17-11, West Virginia Tech smelling that first set victory. Blocked. Great effort that time from Emily Kidd. Substitute put right in the middle of the net. Mullins had to go around her and couldn't. Back to the largest lead of set number 1 for West Virginia Tech. McCroskey, turnaround move. Hawgood keeps it in the air. Off the fingertips and a point for West Virginia Tech. Add that one to Valentina Abandano's stat column. That's 6 away from a big West Virginia Tech set 1 victory. Knocked over. Over to Barker. Had to go 2 hands, ran into the net. Over the back line, Bluefield finally catches a break. Now within 7 again, 19-12. So now McCroskey. Can she commandeer some sort of rally for the Rams? We'll have to see here. All good, keeps it in the air. Fisher. Good dig. Over the net, dunked over by Mullins. The freshman pushes the Rams within 6. McCroskey to serve again. In the middle. Kidd tried to smack the ball over, but instead a Rams wall erected right in the middle of the net. 19-14. Well, more fans starting to enter the Dome Gymnasium. Meanwhile, before you see the Rams at home again, blocked out of bounds. Point goes right back to WVU Tech. Well, they won't be home again until September 6th. Bad chance for Barker. Fisher bails her out. Kidd over the back line. Another error on the attack, and Bluefield etches another point on the scoreboard, 20-15. Substitutions made. Barker exits. Kaylee Kay in. Now the junior from Arizona will do the serving for Bluefield. Down by 5. On the left side, Rams weren't ready. Point for Caitlin Bird. Transfer from Morehead State University and a native of West Virginia, Parkersburg, West Virginia. The Canadian Sawyer Hawgood all the way back towards the baseline of the basketball court. West Virginia Tech within 4. McCroskey. Off the hands of West Virginia Tech, and a point for McElroy. Here's Fisher. Set, spike. Rams keep the ball up. Back for Sutherland. Another chance for West Virginia Tech, and they execute. Rams couldn't dunk the block, and Anna Montero now adds another point for West Virginia Tech, 22-16. McCroskey to Kendrick. Roll shot, point Bluefield. Rams have made it interesting here at the end of the set, but West Virginia Tech only 3 away. (22-17) the score. Now to the back line. And another point goes for West Virginia Tech. Caitlin Bird just too much on it. 23-17 the score. McCroskey. Kendrick. Leaving a crater in the hardwood. 23-18. Quick substitution for the Rams. McElroy to serve. Set. Spike and a point. Once again for Montero. And now West Virginia Tech will serve for set point. 24-18 they lead. Here's Bologna. The Italian over the net. Kendrick to Barker. Kept alive. Tip over. Saved in the air by Kendrick. Lofted over the net. Dunked down. Barker once again pushes the ball right over the boundary. Setting up the spike, and Bluefield can't execute the block. West Virginia Tech cruises to a 25-18 set 1 victory. We're going to take a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network as the team switch sides in the net and be right back for set number 2. Just about ready to start set number 2 here at the Dome in Bluefield, Virginia. West Virginia Tech taking set number 1, 25-18. Have to watch out for players like Anna Montero. These European players that the Golden Bears have used today have really worked well. Let us start off. It will be a point going the way of West Virginia Tech. Almost tipped over by Katie Kendrick, and Buddy Gallimore is talking to Sutherland. This team looks a little bit young that we saw in set 1. All the serves looking good, but the chemistry just not there. The defense has not worked as well as Gallimore had hoped. Now to Kendrick, off the block, somehow kept alive. Montero, back line. Here's McCroskey. Fisher. Sutherland blocks, kept alive, lofted up in the air. And stroked straight into the net from Bluefield's Kaylee Kay. So West Virginia Tech starts out 2-0. Fans, encourage you to follow us here on our YouTube page, the Rams Digital Sports Network, as an ace is almost alive for West Virginia Tech, and it actually will be. 3-0 they lead. 6 o'clock football game on Saturday. Join us right here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Yours truly and Joshua Sawyer's on the call for that one, as the Rams have their second game of the year against Kaiser University. Now, volleyball will not be back in action here at the Dome, so we won't have a broadcast for them until September 6th and an AAC matchup against Union. Slammed over by Katie Kendrick, first point of set number 2. Another young player for the Rams. She has a lot of potential to be one of the better outside hitters / middle blockers. Was injured at some points last year, and you can see that big brace on her left knee. Serve for Sutherland. In the air. Way too much. All the muscle being shown by Kaylee Kay. 4-1 the score in favor of West Virginia Tech. Head coach Anna Kowalska making a half-hour drive down from Beckley, West Virginia. Now this is a team not in the NAI, actually Division III. Service error, and Bluefield will try to get something going off that rare error from West Virginia Tech. Subbed into the game, going Barker. And snatched out by Buddy Gallimore, Kaylee Kay. McElroy to serve. Set. Up in the air and near the bleachers. Too much velocity from Caitlin Bird. This is the central theme of this Bluefield College volleyball team. Who will step up and be the new points leader for them? Ace landing in. Great serve for Bologna. With Ellen Johnson out of this lineup, has graduated Lexi McCarsky and Lexi Austin. A good amount of seniors on last year's team that were a big part of the reason why Bluefield had decent success in the AAC. Here's McCroskey. Over to Barker. Perfect shot. Didn't get a lot on it, but she didn't need it. Right in the middle of the defense, and the Rams are within 3. Good crowd starting to file into the red bleachers. Bird. Now McCroskey sends it to Barker. Off the fingertips, and Hawgood gobbles it up. Finesse move for the setter, Patelli. Oh, the junior from Athens duped Bluefield 7-3. Well, it definitely feels like the first event in the Dome this calendar year as an ace goes for West Virginia Tech. Rams look a little bit sluggish as they go down 8-3 to start set number 2 after West Virginia Tech already triumphed in set number 1, 25-18. All these fans in here, boy, it is warm. To Barker, fingertip move, point Bluefield. 8-4 the score. Back to Camry McCroskey. Solid serve. Botelli to Bird. Point Golden Bears. 9-4, and now quick substitution. Entering Ematrano into the game, and Bird exits on the bench. Ace. Bluefield has struggled with the serves, and Ematrano grounded that one right to the back line. Timeout called by Gallimore, and West Virginia Tech already cruising again. Set number 2, they lead 10-4. West Virginia Tech has looked dominant so far in this one, taking set number 1 25-18 and dominating in set 2 10-4. Serve out of the break. McCroskey back to Barker. Point Rams. Oh, Bluefield within 5. Barker exiting the game and back into serve. It'll be Kaylee Kay. Started out set number 2 with a couple of errors on the attack. A lot on that serve as well, but stayed in. Swing and a block, Point Rams. Well, Sutherland stepped up, and actually it didn't look like she needed her arms on that one. It went straight into the net. Rams within 4. Another serve for Kaylee Kay. Swing and a block, kept alive by the Golden Bears. McCroskey back to Sutherland. Another dig. Set. Lobbed over by Mullins. West Virginia Tech sets back up. McCroskey at her best set. Dig in the air. McCroskey over to Kay. Fisher lays out and keeps the ball alive. McElroy. Now the fans getting into the rally. Sutherland. Point Bluefield. Well, that was the best rally of the night, and now Bluefield starting to feel it. That timeout working for Buddy Gallimore, and the Rams have fought back within 3. Well, you got to think another point going for Bluefield. Anna Kowalska, the head coach for WVU Tech, might have to take a timeout. Back up top. Point Rams. Hey, we're down 10-4. 4 unanswered points for Bluefield. Another serve for the Arizona native. Ace. Rams within 1. Another race, knots it up at 10-10. Laser beam serve. McCroskey bumping into her own teammates, and a point goes to West Virginia Tech. Well, that stifles the rally. Over the line, Point Rams. The rare service error for the Golden Bears. Here's Fisher. Near head, point for WVU Tech. Oh, Fisher almost getting annihilated with that play. She was actually injured right at the end of last season as well. Bluefield played without a true libero, but now Fisher is back. Kendrick. Point Rams. Well, the fans have really started to jam-pack in here. Sutherland. Oh, boy, what a bad serve, and she knew it. 13-11 the score, another substitution, and Matrano exits, Bird back in. That'll set up a service opportunity for Abandano. She sends the ball over as her team leads by 2. Back to McElroy. Landing in, point Bluefield, just by inches. Another serve over. Rams within 1. Down the line, point WVU Tech. Another one that barely snuck in. 14-12 the score. Here's Bologna. Way too much. Rams back within 1. It's 14-13. Just now joining us, the Golden Bears took set 1, 25-18. Led by their European connections, but the Rams were down at one point in set 2, 10-4. They've already fought back within 1. Slipping up on the front line. WVU Tech trying to come back from that, and they do. McCroskey to Barker, blocked. A whistle and a violation for Bluefield. A point going right back to WVU Tech. So after wiping up some sweat on the hard court, give the towel to Hawgood. Well, Bluefield looking to go to 2-0, beating Fisk 3-0. They played that game at Milligan College. Long lofted serve. McCroskey bullets it over to Barker. Whistle and another point going the way of WVU Tech. Rams are going over the line. And the side judge saying that McCroskey's foot was under the net. And actually, Kaylee Barker was doing that. Here's McCroskey. That one was legal that time, but WVU Tech had it. Blocked. Point Golden Bears. So those two quick whistles come back to haunt the Bluefield College Rams and going right back to the Golden Bears, leading 17-13 now. And now there seems to be a net issue. Make sure the pole is on the net and solidly there, but it is not. See if it clips on. No pressure. And once again, slipping up and away. Well, set 1 went the way of WVU Tech, 25-18. Rams rallying in this one. They got within 1 at multiple points. But now WVU Tech has scored 3 unanswered. So as we continue to struggle here, we're going to continue to plug the football game on Saturday. Rams taking on Kaiser University. Seahawks, a first-year program. That's going to be at 6 p.m. right here on the Rams Digital Sports Network, live from Mitchell Stadium. And it looks like we've got the pole right back on. And we're good to go. So after the customary sarcastic applause, we are ready. 17-13. Golden Bears on the serve, courtesy Montero. Now racking up the points here. Golden Bears up 18-13. That must be sweat all over the floor. Krosky wipes it up. 18-13 the score. Onto the back line. Lofted by McCroskey towards the net for Barker. Wasn't the best set. Had to keep the ball alive in the air a little bit more. Barker was not ready for it, and West Virginia Tech has elevated that lead up to 19-13. Back to Barker. Set to Bird. Way too much. Rams now with 14 points in set number 2. Well, Buddy Gallimore in his 4th season as the Rams head coach. Interesting challenge for him this year. What can he do with some outside hitters that have primarily not played with a setter Camry McCroskey before, as she serves up an error there. And you see the growing pains tonight. Her and Kaylee Barker have not been on the same wavelength at points. Off the block, point Rams. Barker is out. Here comes Kay. (2015) the score. Ace for Bluefield. That moment of hesitation ate up Anna Montero, and a solid serve from Kaylee Kay. Back within 4. Rams in the white, WVU Tech in the navy blue. Set. Tip. Back in the air. Swing. Out of bounds. Point Rams. (20-17) the score. Notably, the Golden Bears have not taken a timeout in this one. And why should they if they have a service error right like that? Now 4 away from taking a 2-set lead. Pushed over by Mullins, landing in. Rams within 3. Cycling in and out. Substitute entering for West Virginia Tech, Abigail Hill. Here's Hill. Long swing, it's in. Bluefield tried to let it go. Kay thought she was going to get the call on that one. Now 22-18. Serve goes right back to West Virginia Tech and Constantina Patelli. Back up top. High set, and now they call a double hit on West Virginia Tech, so the Rams trying to catch a break off of a rare error for West Virginia Tech. Sutherland down the line. Nothing but velocity there on the hit from Bologna. Oh, they really were on the same wavelength that time, her and Patelli. Now 2 away from a set 2 victory. Bird back into the game. And Emma Trano back on the bench. Here's McCroskey. All good. Montero. Set point coming up for the Golden Bears. 24-19 the score. Already took set 1, 25-18. Set or serve from Hill. McCroskey to Kendrick. Bluefield stays alive. I think that's going to be the key. If Kendrick and McCroskey work together like that, it could be more interesting in set 3. But now is it too late? McCroskey. Back to Barker. Good dig from Hawgood. Bird over the block. Kendrick nicks it over. Bird again. Out of bounds. Point WVU Tech. And they have stormed out to a 2-0 lead over Bluefield College. When we come back, Golden Bears going for the sweep, with the Rams trying to stay alive here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Back here in the Dome, and Bluefield is struggling, already down 2-0 to the West Virginia Tech Golden Bears, dropping the last set 25-19. But now Paige Fisher trying to start out a third set comeback. Knocked over, and it's going to be tough with attacks like that coming from Abandano. Now a serve from Constantina Patelli. Last Rams home game until September 6th. For Kendrick. Solid attack, and it ends in a Bluefield point. Knotted up at 1-1. Well, in front of a good crowd, this is the first live event we've had at the Dome this year. There was women's soccer yesterday. Service error for Bluefield. Lead goes right back to WVU Tech. Rams unfortunately lost that one 5-0. Service error. Too much from Abandano. Well, back on the Bluefield side, it's going to be Hannah McElroy's turn. Freshman for Bluefield. Played well for the Rams in the first game. They won against Fisk, but it's not looking great here. 2-0 West Virginia Tech. Here's Fisher. Back line to McElroy. Telly to Bird. Kept in the air by Barker. Laying out and keeping the ball alive. Back towards the middle. Out of bounds, point Bears. So September 6th, when Union comes to town, that's going to be the first AAC matchup for the Rams. And it's nothing but AAC matchups from there on out. Knocked over by McCroskey. What a pancake move. Executed by Bologna. Still in the air for West Virginia Tech. Bird knocks the ball over. Point Bears. All kept alive by Bologna, flattening out, using her fingertips before the ball hit the hard court. 4-2 they lead. McCroskey setting Barker. Bologna, the great effort, but nothing kept alive there. Now Kendrick's turn to serve. Spike. Oh, McElroy not putting her teammates in a great position there. So West Virginia Tech confidently taking set one, 25-18. Rams got within one at points in set number two, but then Golden Bears able to triumph 25-19. Bird punches the ball over the net. Set, Spike Barker down the line, point Rams. Well, if Barker and McCroskey work together, by the end of the season you can expect a lot of improvement. Substitution, and the first time we're going to see Sydney Walker, the freshman from Bland, Virginia. So freshman replaces freshman, 5'11". Ricocheting off of all sorts of Rams. And for Bluefield, they have not held the lead late or really at the midway point of a set at all tonight. Whistle blows and Amatrano's right back in. Here's Barker. Another pancake move. This time Hallgood can't keep it alive. Rams with a chance to tie. Have to see what Kaylee King can do about it. All good. Knocked around on a solid swing from Emily Kidd. Rams looking for the tie. Here's Kidd. In the air, point Bluefield. A kill will be notched for Sydney Walker. Six to 6, all tied up. Back up top, swing. Over the line, Rams take the lead. Patelli. Terrible set, Rams up by 2. Now McCroskey takes the towel away from the side judge again. They have been slipping up so far today. Those brand new Adidas shoes, Rams signing a deal with Adidas this year. Way back in the tunnel, it's going to be Kaylee Kay's turn to serve. She does so by lofting it over the net. Blocked. West Virginia Tech back within 1. Wagner subbed in, and here comes Emily Kidd right to the bench. Hawgood will try to tie it up. McCroskey, cross set. McElroy blocked. Try it again. Wagner blocked. Knocked in the air. Turn around from Mullins. Another solid rally developing. Montero, dig from McCroskey. Here's Walker. Finesse move behind her back. Constantina Patelli. Rams were setting up for the block, but Patelli recognized that and dumped the ball in a reverse fashion. 8-8 the score. Already 2-0 in favor of West Virginia Tech. Here's Hawgood in the golden jersey. To the other libero. Cranked over by Bologna. Back to the top. Mullins. Spread. Rams. Bluefield back on by one. Now here comes Paige Fisher. The native of Christiansburg, Virginia instead of back to the back line and shoots the ball over. Blocked. Back in the air. Well, it went through everybody that time. Once again, not enough in 9-9. He's getting a bit more interesting here in set 3. WVU Tech looking for the clean sweep. Kendrick. No chance. Point Bluefield. Walker subbed out. Here's Sutherland. Well, that just lets the air right out of Bluefield's sails. 10-10 the score. Another substitution. Trotting into the game goes Caitlin Bird. Going back to serve, it'll be Abandano. Sneaking over the net. Rams can't answer. Ace for the Golden Bears. Now entering the game, a Crystalline Doig. Now the junior end of the game. Here's Amandano with a 1-point lead for West Virginia Tech. Rams already down 2-0. Kendrick pops the ball over. Set. Swings. Off the hands of King and Rams, or K rather. And the Rams find themselves down by 2. Do or die set for Bluefield. In the air. Here's McElroy. Blocked. Rams answer, though. McCroskey trying again with McElroy. Towards the top for Hoggood. Swings. Pinballing around again. Kendrick, way too much. 13-10 the score. Point WVU Tech, and just like what we saw in sets 1 and 2, right here where it gets to the middle, Golden Bears start to scurry away. A whistle and making sure that everybody has their shoots tied. Long the steps back up towards the middle of the net, waiting for her teammate, Amandano, to serve. Swing for McElroy. Back to the top for Bird. Cranks the ball down the line, and a point goes for Bluefield. Right back within 3. Well, the whistle blows. Kaylee Kay out of the game. And Barker back in. Popped in the air. Doig couldn't get the ball back to the middle. Now 10 away from a clean sweep for WVU Tech. Trotting in goes Emily Kidd. Well, the Rams in danger of falling to 1-1 on the year. Still August, though. Long season for them. Their last scheduled game here at the Dome is against Virginia Union on November 3rd. Service error. Break for Bluefield. They get the ball right back. Now the Kentucky native, Katie Kendrick, to serve. McCroskey sets Barker. Punched in the air, point Bluefield. Barker attacking the line, and the Rams back within 2. It's 15-13. Another point goes. Back to Barker. Slap of the ball way too much. And it actually went off the fingertips. So Bluefield will get a point, 16-14. Long swing. McCroskey. Barker to try again. Patelli to Bird. Punched over. Blocked Bluefield. The freshman with a dunk, Sydney Barker. Rams within 1. Camry McCroskey. Service error. Rams were going for the tie there, and once again, another critical error. Timeout called by Gallimore, 17-15 here in a crucial set 3. Golden Bears leading Bluefield College 2-0. Rams down by 2. We're in set 3 here at the Dome in Bluefield, Virginia. West Virginia Tech going for the 3-set sweep. Rams trying to fight back, though. McCroskey back sets Barker. Knocked in the air. Here's Hawgood. Over to Abandano. Swing from McElroy into the net. 18-15, just 7 away from a match point victory for West Virginia Tech. Trying to look for a triumphant ride back to Beckley, West Virginia. Now to serve, it's Alice Amatrano. An ace for her. A junior from Rome, Italy, playing volleyball in Bluefield, Virginia. Those places are very different. 19-15 the score. McCroskey to Barker on her back foot. Gets it over anyway. Amandano way too much, but Rams will get the point. West Virginia Tech arguing it went off the fingertips of somebody from Bluefield. That's a substitution for the Rams. And to serve, it'll be Kaylee Kay. So that's a swing there. Anna Montero not exactly excited about that at all. We'll see if the Rams can benefit. Ace Bluefield. Exactly what they needed, 19-17. Okay, trying to keep it alive. McCroskey. Off the block, point Rams. Bluefield is within 1. Kay will serve to tie. And they'll do it. 19 all in set 3. Timeout called by Kowalska, and it is knotted up at 19-19. West Virginia Tech on top by 2, but the Rams looking to cut that in half when we come back. Back here at set 3, 19-19 the score. The Rams have fought all the way back. Back over, flattening play for West Virginia Tech. Abandano blocked, but it lands out of bounds. Right back on top by 1. West Virginia Tech 5 points away from taking this one. 20-19 the score, and the Canadian Hawgood right back to serve. Libero from Kamloops, British Columbia. McCroskey. Pop straight up. Amandano. Error. Point Rams. Tied up at 20-20. Here's Fisher. Amandano. Awkward play for Fisher. She gets it anyway. What a spike. Point for Bologna and West Virginia Tech. Now 4 away from a sweep victory for WVU Tech. Now the Greek Patelli back over the line. She'll serve. Here's Walker. Good dig for the Bears. Montero. Swing from McElroy. McCroskey pushes the ball over. Hoggood in the air. Montero. Another good rally developing. A 1-point lead for the Bears. K nothing on it. That could be the big swing the Golden Bears needed in set 3. Timeout called by Gallimore. Rams looking to draw up a plan here. 22-20. West Virginia Tech leading in set 3, 3 away from a clean sweep here at the Dome. (22-20), the lead for West Virginia Tech. They have the serve and the command of this game, just 3 away from going from the clean sweep. McCroskey. Back to McElroy. WVU Tech's Abandano swings into the bleachers, and now 2 away for the Golden Bears. Timeout was called by Buddy Gallimore, and we have seen those timeouts work in the past, but it might be too late. Another substitution. Kendrick back into the game. Lofted. K. Over to Kendrick. Patelli. A swing and a block. Point WVU Tech. And now they will serve for match point. They took set 1, 25-18. Followed that up with a 25-19 set 2 victory. Now they're closest yet. 24-20. McElroy. Bluefield stays alive. 24-21. Inside a hot dome, Bluefield is not ready to go home just yet. Sutherland right back into the game. Here goes Walker to the bench. So she will serve. Still match point for WVU Tech. And wiping the perspiration off of the court. Sutherland, the freshman. Spike. Good dig. Still in the air. Over the block. Setting up something. Tipped over. Fisher. McCroskey sets. McKendrick. Another good dig. Montero flattening out K. Swing for McElroy. Montero. West Virginia Tech wraps it up. 3-0. The Golden Bears travel in from Beckley, and they sweep the Bluefield College Rams today. Rams will play again on August 31st. Up in Rio Grande, Ohio, at the Emily Cooper Classic, starting out with Mount Vernon Nazarene, and they're going to be right back here at the Dome on September 6th against the Union Bulldogs. But until then, my name is Bailey Engel saying so long from Bluefield as the Rams drop this one 3-0.